Good evening and welcome to Omnibros Live. I fucked it up already. Omnibros Live. Mom versus Reptil. Here in the
Nice.
ring. Are you ready to rumble? Okay, I'm Omnidog. What was that?
Play mouth harp
Oh, yeah.
on my phone. Pretty crappy, but I like it. I can see why you're addicted to it.
I can't see why you're addicted to that.
Because you were out for like 2 weeks and I had to improvise. I'm like, I better do something.
Yeah, I'm out and I'm already calling us Omnibrows. It's spelled in front of me, and I put a W in there. Well, we're here. I'm Omnidog, joined with Comics Guide. How's it going, buddy?
Hey, it's Monday.
And our buddy petitioning Marvel for an Inhumans Omnibus, Geo.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to say that. His name is
all right.
petitioning Marvel for an Inhumans Omnibus.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to say it, but it's all right. You said it for me. I'm good.
Okay, who are you?
From A Week in Geekdom, petitioning Marvel for an Inhumans Omnibus.
Okay,
I don't
I'll
think
let
it's
you
gonna
do your
happen.
own intro from now on if I effed it up. Sorry.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Look at that. Raging Dino. We got dinosaurs up in this place. I love it.
Reptil.
Nice. Evening, Omnibros. How are you?
We're doing great. And we were having a conversation about the Moon Knight hot toy, and Geo has some pics for us.
Yeah, baby. Give me a second.
These are leaked or in the hands of toy guys?
They were released.
Okay.
I've seen them. They're official from Twitter.
Twitter doesn't mess with you.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. Will they make his eyes light up?
Yep. I think you need that.
Oh no. This is bad. This is bad.
And look at the inside of the cape has the hieroglyphics and all that. I love that.
That's bad. That's not good, Jess.
Oh no. I don't have room. No.
I'm gonna be honest with everybody. This is the first time ever that I prefer a movie costume over the original.
I think it looks badass.
Is this the TV costume?
I love this new design.
Yeah, this is the TV costume.
Yeah.
But he's gonna have
I'm gonna watch it tomorrow afternoon when my wife's at work.
But he's got this one and he's got the suit. They haven't shown us the suit one yet.
Oh, the white, like a white suit?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. White.
Oh, the white suit. Yeah. That's a boss suit too. No. I'm not getting both. Don't stop it. Not today, Satan.
That's bad. That's badass, man. I love the suit in this show.
It's awesome. I love the idea that it's mummy based with the bandages and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. Why didn't they think of that in the comics?
I gotta be honest. I that light up eyes thing is what's selling me on it. I just think that is so cool. If those eyes light up, I don't see how I can't order it unless it's $500 or something like that Spider-Man hot toy with the lizard or whatever.
How do we get this? Through
it's going to be Sideshow sells hot toys, but so does Big Bad Toy Store.
Let's see how the show's. If I end up loving the show, I might consider getting it. Why the hell not?
Oh, I just love the character. That has nothing to do with the show for me.
Yeah.
There's no price on it yet, right?
That's what I'm looking at right now, but I can't find it. Let me check. I doubt there's a price yet.
I doubt, yeah. It's going to depend on his accessories and the head swaps and if he's truly battery lit up or that's just how they're showing him in the ad. If his eyes light up, then that's going to be a little bit extra. Yeah, it wouldn't be on Sideshow just yet.
300.
300?
I'm gonna say 3.
Oh yeah, but that's just your guess.
That's my guess. I'm gonna say 200 to 300.
Better start saving up then, and not get as much manga. Let's see. Oh no, I've clicked on something, but it's the Marvel Legends. I don't care about Marvel Legends.
There is a new Marvel Legends AM coming out, and I want it too.
It looks amazing as well. That's a nice compromise. You can get that, not necessarily the hot toy.
It's just not the same.
What? Are you? Did you forget who you're talking to?
Sorry.
Did you forget who you were talking to?
I realized the mistake I made as soon as I finished.
As soon as it left your
You know-
mouth.
You know what the dangerous part of this is that they will come out with one with the suit, and Jess will want that one as
No,
well.
I can't. Will his eyes light up?
Mm.
I swear, I had to sell my Mandalorian to Tyler. Oh, Hayden, what did you get for your first statue? That's really cool. I got the Mandalorian and Grogu and everything in a hot toy, and I just don't have the room. I had to sell it to Tyler.
Mm.
But Grogu's eyes didn't light up like Moon Knight's might.
What if in season 3 he gains new powers, and then Grogu has like eye beams and stuff, and
Beams.
it could happen. We don't know what's going to happen in season 3. He could be
You know
like
what
He takes on Mecha Grogu.
yeah, that'd be awesome.
You know what website makes my eyes light up, Jess?
Oh, what what one?
That would be In Stock Trades.
InStockTrades.com, where you can get your collected editions on a lot of pages in there, up to 65% off. There's a spring sale. There's a damages sale. There's just a sale. I actually ordered myself at how's this possible? Ultimate Spidey Omni 1. All 3 covers are not only still available, they're 50% off on IST. I had the teenage daughter of our best friends wants to get into Spider-Man. So that's what I'm getting her. Plus, she wants to get into a couple other things that I'll be happy to talk about. But the point is, I was able to find it for 50% off, which gave me free shipping automatically to InStockTrades.com. You get another 2%. That's what got me the free. Oh, no. 2% off due to loyalty discounts. I'm all over the place tonight. What are we talking about? Oh, yeah. At the end of every month, we give away a free gift card for a courtesy of In Stock Trades worth $50 of store credit at In Stock Trades, courtesy of InStockTrades.com. James Abel won last week. We're at the beginning of a month, but it's not too late to start saving up your desires in case you win. $50 or more in an order gets you free shipping in the United States. Fabulous customer service. Fabulous packaging. That's InStockTrades.com. And this goes out to Lou's lucky little lady. There you go.
Thank you. She loved it. She was dying laughing.
That goes out to you, my friend, my only fan.
Speaking of OnlyFans,
Whoa! Hard pivot there. What?
What?
look at this.
Oh, okay.
Somebody's asking for a Mecha Grogu. They said give Mecha Grogu or give Grogu a Mecha, damn it, and posted this sketch.
It looks like it's writing ED209 from RoboCop.
Hell yeah. And a Gatling gun? Gonna mow down some stormtroopers. I like that. Anyways, continue.
Wow. No, I don't have an OnlyFans. This is hauls, previews, and reads. And we get to talk about, you got Harley from the DC Couture collection.
Couture?
Huh?
Hey, a lot of people are making money selling feet pictures on OnlyFans. So my wife found out about that the other day.
Oh, wow. Can't we talk about Hayden's Harley statue? Gross. Hayden, send me a picture of her on Facebook, and then I will show the audience what you got.
$30,000 just for showing your feet.
Oh, well, now I'm interested.
Can you play Love Shack on the mouth harp? Nice.
Okay.
You're welcome, Internet. Quality entertainment.
Thank you, Verd. Oh, this is a Twitch one. Thanks, Verd.
We are on Twitch right now.
My wife stays awake for the mouth harp and then passes out like 10 minutes later. Every show. Without fail. She's laughing in the background right now because she knows it's true.
She just headed already to bed, just listening. One more note from the mouth harp.
What'd you say?
The rest of the show is in gibberish.
So. I am. Why aren't you two jerks watching? ?
Thank you for the B-52s.
Tyler and Omar are currently raging on my phone about gargoyle action figures that Tyler got and Omar wants. It's like this all the time. It's annoying. No, it's not. I take part in it too. What a jerk. Okay. So hauls, previews, and reads. Did anybody haul anything? Hauls. We're calling for hauls now. Has anybody hauled anything?
I got one book. Let me go get it. I'll be right back.
That's one more than I did.
Yeah, baby.
What do you got to go get? Why does he have to go get it? The show's called Hauls, Previews, and Reads. It should be right with him.
I know.
I forgot. Sorry.
Oh, he's still on the air. Oops, I forgot.
He
didn't hear us.
This is the level of unprofessionalism you get here.
Oh, okay. Here we can see pictures of Hayden's statue.
Ooh.
Sorry, it's updating. Hayden sent a photo. Ooh. Let's see if I can bring that up.
Oh, wait. There you go.
Cool.
That's a figure statue thing?
Yeah, and then he sent me a picture of her from behind. Let's see.
What line is that? I've never seen that before.
It's called the Couture line. I guess they're all in fancy dresses.
I thought you guys were making that up.
No, apparently not. Isn't it cool? Good choice for a first statue, Hayden.
Is it just Harley or are there more characters?
That I do not know. I imagine there's more. I'd love to see Catwoman in something like a Couture outfit.
What the hell? Where was I?
Well, take it easy. It doesn't mean they're not for sale still.
6, 7 figures already.
Okay, let's see them, buddy.
Wait. I got to make sure this website is
safe for work.
Safe. This is a weird website. Hold on. 85. I've never seen them, but they look cool. Hold on. Sorry, guys.
Love Shack. Beep beep bop boom bing boop boop. Okay, what's going on here? Here's my.
Sorry, my bad. I apologize. I'm off my game tonight. Let me show you what I hauled.
What did you haul?
I got the first deluxe edition of Sandman, the Deluxe
Oh,
full-size hardcover.
that looks nice. Is that a new comic from DC?
That is a brand new comic because apparently they have an Audible thing and they have a Netflix show.
Is that
And,
sticker in the cover or stuck on?
It's printed in the.
Oh, I hate that.
Yeah.
You
I
poor
wish
guy.
I could take it off.
That looks like a nice deluxe, though.
Yeah, I prefer this over the absolutes personally because of the price point. Because I never got all of the absolutes. Speaking of, if you guys want to buy the absolutes off me, I'll make an offer. So let me know.
Ooh.
Oh, what ones do you have?
The first two Sandman absolutes. I'm gonna sell them for IST prices.
You better do IST minus 20%. If you want to sell them, I'm just letting you know.
Whatever, I don't know.
People are
Shoot me an offer, guys.
cheapskate douches.
I just wanna make room so that I can get more manga.
What?
I'll be honest.
I've got the 3 Herkin Sandman Omnis. They are gargantuan.
This is my favorite comment of the night. I love it. How are we supposed to get an Inhumans omnibus with this level of organization? Oh yeah, it's not gonna happen. But
No, it'll happen. It'll just be a what's his face omnibus.
Karnak,
oh,
Gorgon.
Charles Soule omnibus.
It'll be a Charles Soule and Humans omnibus.
That's the
Oh,
laziest thing you can do.
yeah, that's not what we want. We want Silver Age, right?
Yeah, Silver Age. Yeah, do you have more manga? The upcoming trade paperbacks for Sandman have a Netflix sticker, which will probably be printed on the cover.
Oh yeah.
Well, I got your Audible one, and I prefer Audible to Netflix. Just
Well,
saying.
that's true. That blends in.
Yeah.
Netflix is like red.
So yeah, I'm excited to finally. I need to get the rest, obviously, because there's 6 books of this, of the deluxe editions. So I need to keep buying them, unfortunately, for my wallet. But it looks nice and it feels nice on hand. I'm excited to check out the full thing because I've only read those 2 absolutes. I've never
Oh,
finished
well,
Sandman.
good for you.
Yeah.
So while I didn't haul anything, I would like to see the couture.
I'm on it. I haven't forgotten. Sorry.
Okay.
This thing. Showcase collection.
Ooh.
I don't know why Joker's here, but okay.
Joker. Get out of my life, jerk. There's 7. Oh. Hey, can you highlight that Catwoman one for me?
Yeah.
Jesse, you don't have the room.
I don't. I love the idea, though. Where are these for sale?
This is giftgivingallwrappedup.co.uk.
That sounds shady as hell.
I'm not getting them from giftgiving.com. What the hell kind of name is that?
That sounds shady is all I'm saying.
Look, gift giving. I don't know.
My wife got a almost certified letter today from a lawyer in Belgium announcing that she had inherited money from a Mr. John Bragg who worked with utility company in Belgium, and she was actually due over $5 million.
Wow.
So we're rich now.
Congratulations.
I'm pretty happy about it. I think we have some Belgian viewers. I'm 100% sure it's a legit. I mean, nobody would write and say you got $5 million unless they had $5 million for you, right?
What were those? There was a TV show on years ago that they would send you a check in the mail and then they'd show up with the giant check and everything.
Oh, that was Publishers Clearinghouse ads.
That's what it was.
Yeah, the giant checks. Okay, the statues are on BBTS and NFL Dude says it's 70. The Harley is 77 on Amazon.
On Amazon? Oh my gosh.
Raging Dino, yes. When her 5 million comes in, I will give you 500,000 of it because you're the first one to ask for it. These guys missed out. They could have asked for it too. So um, I always get sucked into Next Imaginaut's madness. Do
I love it though. It's like crazy good chaos. Surely there must be some closet science prodigy within the channel's community who, a la Primer, can help you build a shoestring budget time machine to future travel to bring back a deep future Omni to prove to Omar that it'd be a bestseller.
Okay, that was worth waiting for.
I love it.
Pretty good.
However, as far as time travel movies go, I would say Safety Not Guaranteed is my favorite. Who's seen that?
Such a good movie.
How about me pulling that one out, huh?
Wow, that is actually a deep cut. That's such a good movie, though.
I loved Safety Not Guaranteed. That was Aubrey Plaza in that, right?
Yeah, that was Audrey Plaza. It's such a fun and underappreciated movie.
And then the lead male was, I think, in the Mindy Show.
I forgot his name.
I think he was a doctor in the Mindy Show, and that was his big the movie, I would guess, was his big break. Joe Chip, you say Looper, but have you seen Safety Not Guaranteed?
Let me this time travel movies Back to the Future, number one.
Well, yeah, okay. I'm not going to argue with that. That'd be stupid.
It's a perfect film.
Yeah. Everybody needs to check out a young Aubrey Plaza as Mark Duplass.
Yeah.
Thank you, Google search.
He was in The League.
I love The League.
Nope, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, okay. Safety Not Guaranteed, Joe Chip. Watch it and get back to me next week.
It's a fun dating movie.
My wife and I both watched it and loved it. It's a sweet, lovely, funny, exciting film. I loved it.
Yeah.
It's two misfits basically falling in love. And then the guy from he's so funny. The guy in the New Girl show.
Jake Johnson.
He's fun. He's one of the guys that lives with Jess. What's her name in the apartment? He's the guy.
I think it's Jake Johnson because he
was
also
Jake Johnson. Does that sound familiar, Lou?
That sounds familiar.
He's the newspaper reporter that goes to report on it.
Yeah, for those, okay, real quick. So for Safety Not Guaranteed, the general premise, super quick, is Audrey Plaza ends up losing her job. So she goes into she looks in the newspaper for a job, and she finds a guy that is wanting somebody to help him out. And he puts an ad saying, "I'm from the future, and I need to go back, but I'm stuck here. I will pay you X amount of money if you help me out." And she answers it.
But it says Safety Not Guaranteed.
Safety Not Guaranteed. And she answers the ad. And throughout the whole movie, you're wondering, is he full of shit or is he actually from the future? And they play with that back and forth. It's such a fun movie, though. And
there's a news guy there to log the whole thing. I forget how he and Aubrey. It's Aubrey, by the way. I don't mean to be it's an actually thing, but it's Aubrey. The newspaper guy is logging the whole thing, and he is very funny. And just Aubrey Plaza's funny. The guy from there's that scene in the supermarket where she's challenging him on his calculations. It is so well done and so funny.
Dude, I haven't seen that film since I was in college.
Oh, how old is that movie?
I think
that is from 2012.
You were in college in 2012? Oh, well, that was 10 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, I was in college.
Wait, what year is this? 2023? 2022? Okay.
I don't think we were supposed to answer that, and you just broke the timeline by asking about what year was. and we're in trouble now. Now the time cops are after us.
Time cops like in Loki.
Yeah. So bye, everybody. That's the end of the show. Bye.
What?
If anybody's wondering, you can stream it on Tubi for free.
Tubi.
Yeah. I think it has ads, but it's just an ad. You can skip it.
I'd
Then
rather
watch it.
buy the movie than watch anything on Tubi.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually wouldn't mind buying that movie. That's something I could watch several times.
You can rent it from Prime for like $3.
Okay, there you go. That's what we'll all do. Tonight, we will overload Amazon and break Amazon.
Watch party.
Yeah. So I didn't haul anything. Jake Johnson before his Spider-Man era is gold. What was his Spider-Man era?
He's
the show that you were talking about.
Was he in Spider-Man?
he was
He's
in
Peter B. Parker in Spider-Verse.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's that guy?
Mhm.
Cool. No, that name is absolutely the blandest movie star name I could ever think of. Jake Johnson.
Jake Johnson.
Sounds like a gym
Real estate
instructor.
agent.
That's a top name for gym instructors. No question.
He's great in the new HBO show Minx.
What's it called?
The show's called Minx.
Minx?
Mm-hmm.
What's it about?
So the premise of the show is that it's the 1970s, and he is starting the first ever male, like full male porn magazine. It's a comedy. It's actually not bad. It's pretty fun.
There you go.
Does it have Aubrey Plaza in it?
No.
Oh.
Sorry. It's a fun show though. I
Sorry.
do recommend it. It's actually pretty fun.
Okay. I read this week. Actually, I read a lot of books, but the only two I remembered to bring in were Gen 13, Starting Over, and Mom.
Nice. It's finally happening.
It's happening. Mother of Madness. So let me just talk about this real quick.
Yeah.
I have several Gen 13 trades that I picked up for cheap, and they're written by such people as Gail Simone and other guys that are really good writers. So I will give those a chance before I sell this. It's hard for me to judge 90s comics now. I know that this is very 90s. The women in charge, the evil women in charge are all, first of all, obviously the art is fantastic. I think it's all J. Scott Campbell. It's all crazy great art. It's that's not in question here at all. Which I think was a lot of those Wildstorm new generation image, whatever this was printed under. I think that was a lot of the appeal of these because they had such great artists. The women in charge are all in like cocktail dresses, nylon stockings, and drinking martinis constantly. But it's also got big ass spreads like this that are awesome. So while I think that anybody who's a fan of 90s comics would love this, and I mean love this, I think it is a prime example of 90s comics. I hesitate to judge it now because I didn't read it back then, and I don't know how many of these concepts these concepts seem old to me. Mutants forced, well, they don't call them mutants, they call them whatever they call them in it, but it's mutant extra special gene dynamic matrix type people have their powers squeezed out of them through force, like right here. Some evil guys trying to reproduce a human army, something like that. The women are trying to create some type of army made out of these special kids who end up having a mentor that shows up. He was part of the bad guys. Now he's part of the good guys. And he is taking them under his wing now to help them become a force for good. Which at this point seems repetitive. I mean, it sounds like it's been done, but I don't remember what the comic book scene was like in 1991 or 92, whenever this came out. So I can't judge it and say that it's a bad plot, because maybe back then it was just bouncing off X-Men and New Mutants and trying to give it an Image twist or whatever it was, Wildstorm twist. So I'm not going to bash the writing yet. I want to read more. Well, because it seemed like it was all recycled, but back in 91, was it groundbreaking? I don't know, because I wasn't reading it back then. Very pretty. It's a nice deluxe book. They did a really good job with it. DC doesn't put out many deluxe editions. So I have 2 copies of this now. I'll be giving one away on my 7,000 subscriber video, which is coming up soon, hopefully. If you have fond memories of Gen 13, you should definitely get this. If you want to start someplace with Gen 13, this is the start, and it's a great jumping on point. I'm going to look through some of my other Gen 13. It could be the best comic of the 1990s. I don't know. I think this was their answer to like New Mutants and stuff. So I'm not going to give it a bad grade for writing just yet, even though it was kind of clunky and fan servicey. That's what the 90s was, and they were just playing to their audience. This is what kids wanted back then, was a bunch of fantastic art, and the story was secondary. So as a secondary story goes, it was enough to keep me. That's so funny. Oh my gosh. So it was enough to keep me interested in reading the Gen 13 trades that I have, because as I said, a couple of them are by Gail Simone, a couple of them are by somebody else that's a really good writer. So I'd like to see what they can do with the team if they make it more interesting. If not, I'll just sell the whole thing on eBay. So it's quite possible this could be the book of the decade. I don't know. No, the art is great. I'm trying, dude. The art is great. And if you're a fan of this era, it is money well spent for you. Oh, that makes sense.
Before you continue with... No, keep going. My bad. Sorry.
I'm done with
you're
my
done?
review
Okay,
of Gen
well,
13. Yeah.
Got a question here from Terry, who hasn't been on the show a lot. So welcome back.
Welcome.
Is the Boys Deluxe Edition going to be worth getting? You guys have read The Boys, right?
Yeah. Love The Boys.
I'm not a fan of the series. I tried reading it. It wasn't for me, but...
I think that's the issue. I think Lou and I don't want to speak for Lou. I'll let him give his own opinion. It's extremely raunchy. One of the raunchier comics I've ever read.
Yeah.
Super violent.
Yeah.
Shows lots of genitalia and weird antics in the locker room. It is. I have forbidden the Minister of Comics from reading it. He's not allowed to read that book because he would not dig it at all.
No.
That said, I loved it. I have the absolute, sort of the definitive editions or whatever they're called. I have 1 through 6 of those. Those are treasured books. They are so subversive and take such a subversive look at the superhero genre that collection is staying with me no matter where I go. It's not for everyone, though.
There you go.
Yeah, The Boys is The Boys. Out of all the stuff that I've read, is probably the least thing that and I love Ennis. Ennis is one of my favorite writers, and that's probably at the bottom of my list as far as the stuff that I really like. But that's because
Really? Okay.
yeah, but it's not because I think it's terrible. It's because I hold a lot of Ennis's work really high up. Like his Punisher run, I think is the definitive Punisher run. His Punisher Max stuff, I should be clear. Preacher is my favorite comic of all time. I've mentioned that a million times. And reading The Boys, I was like, this is good. It has some of, I think, Ennis's worst traits, which where the humor can get admittingly a bit too childish for my taste. I'm like, oh, okay. And I think if you're somebody that is even remotely a little bit squeamish, or you get offended by even the smallest thing, then this book is definitely not for you. That said, it's fun. The Boys is extremely fun all the way through.
It's not for anybody that is going to be easily offended at its utter mistreatment of women. I felt like that was used effectively because it just showed how terrible the superheroes actually were. And it came probably shortly after I read Irredeemable and was ready for the concept of superheroes being the scum of the earth, which these guys are, and the boys are different than the superheroes. But I thought but it is definitely going to hit the reaction button for anybody that doesn't appreciate the mistreatment of women, like Mark Millar in the second part of Planetary. Was it Planetary or The Authority? The Authority.
Yes.
The Authority.
Yes.
His take on women there, I thought, was offensive because he could have his go-to is to degrade women sexually in order to make them in the Authority. He did it to weaken the women, and I thought there were probably 40,000 different ways, because those women well throughout the first half that Warren Ellis writes. You get to know their characters very well, and you know how they could be demeaned and degraded if they had their memories wiped. And I thought Mark Millar was abusing his power as a writer to treat him like that. But in The Boys, I think it goes to show just how truly awful the superhuman men are.
Yeah. It's and if you've watched the TV show and you enjoyed the TV show, just know this is a complete almost 180 from the TV show. The TV show gets gratuitous and it's super violent. This is on another level from the TV show. They could not put out The Boys on any TV format as it stood in the comic, as it was in the comic, it just wouldn't happen. They had to make changes.
Oh, I don't even think NC-17 would be a strong enough rating on it if they did it panel for panel. It would have to be, you'd have to buy it on the dark web. So
The
well,
TV
that's an
series is
opinion.
better than the comic.
That's an opinion. Thank you for your opinion.
I don't know.
I'm in agreement with them. I am enjoying the
Okay.
TV series more than the comic.
You have been talking a long time about The Boys. I think around 2025 I'll get to it.
It's great.
I'm hoping so. It's on the schedule.
There's another question before we move on. Well, we can save that for later because
Let's save that for later. That requires.
Not that. But we'll get to it, Dean. Don't worry. We'll get to it. Let me highlight it here so that I can remember.
And I'm sure it will change show to show as I remember things differently.
Oh, I got my little thing open. Give me a second. Sorry.
Is it Wednesday when we're doing the DC bracket thing?
We can do that now because we were going to talk about Moon Knight, the 2 episodes. So
on Wednesday,
yeah.
Is it the Wednesday show where we update the DC bracket? I just wondered. That's fine with me.
I don't know. Whatever you want.
Fine. We'll wait till Wednesday because it's time for the Mom Reptil debacle.
All right.
Oh, I'm going first? No, let Lou go first. I just reviewed a book.
Okay, Lou, you go first with Reptil.
Oh, I don't like the spotlight on me. Pull this out.
Okay, just to set this up.
Yes.
I suggested that Lou read this because I thought it was fun.
Uh-huh.
I felt it was like lighthearted, all ages, good palate cleanser, fun.
Yes.
And that's just how I will leave it.
Yes. I will say, Jess, your track record of recommending me stuff was great. I mean, it's fantastic.
Oh God, it was great. Oh no.
I've never gotten a recommendation from you about a book that I would enjoy that I didn't enjoy until this. I apologize.
I apologize.
This just was not for me. Honestly, I could see this being a book that you can give to somebody who's maybe like somebody really young, and they would love the hell out of this because it's got dinosaurs, it's got a protagonist with admittingly a pretty cool power. Where I did not like this, mainly for me, is in the art. The cover artist is Paco Medina, and I thought, man, the art in this actually looks pretty good. And then when I opened it, I was like, man, the art in this is not that good. At least for me. At least for me, the art in this is just not that good. It's Enid Balam is the penciler in it. And there are several panels in here where I'm just like, oh my God. It genuinely looks like some of it for me. And again, this isn't a slam against you, Jess.
Oh no.
It looks like for me that a lot of the art was rushed. There are some panels where your main character, Reptil, he looks like he's 40, and then there are panels where he looks like he's 30, and then there are other panels where he looks like a mongoloid.
Whoa, is that okay to say that word still?
Yeah, I don't see it. What? There's a mongoloid.
Wow, I haven't heard that in ages.
No, not since Devo sang about it. Mongoloid, he's a mongoloid.
Yeah, there was a panel that I sent in the chat where I was like, oof. I think that
was a oof.
Yeah, I think the artist struggles with side profile shots, and you could tell every time he has to draw it. It does not look good. It really doesn't. There are several panels in here where I'm like, you know what? That doesn't look that bad. It looks pretty good. Like this one right here. I don't think he's that bad on it. And then, so again, this is a book that is geared towards kids. This is the Marvel Digest stuff, correct?
I don't know.
Okay.
Wait, I have the book somewhere. Just a sec.
So I believe these are.
Oh, I took it upstairs it was upstairs when I read it.
I
Sorry.
believe. Yeah, no, you're good, man. These are, I believe, Marvel Digest stuff, and again, this is stuff that's aimed towards kids. But the problem that I have with it is that the message is so heavy-handed, and it's beating you over the head with what it's trying to say. There is no subtlety whatsoever, and you don't have to beat kids over the head with stuff in order to teach them a lesson. Pixar has shown that you could give kids heavy-handed stuff without beating them over the head with the message. There's literally, it stops. The story just flat out pumps the brakes to say, yeah, I was really struggling with stuff, but then I got therapy. You should get therapy too. Therapy is a great way to deal with your problems. I think therapy is awesome. I'm like, okay. And then the cherry on top for me, the little cherry on top where I was just like, oh my God, there's a female character in here that said, yeah, I'm going to be dancing in a Chican X festival. What?
Oh, I forgot about that. I
Instead
didn't
of,
understand that actually.
no, you're fine. Instead of saying Chicana, she says Chican X. I'm like, you know how much the whole Latin X thing just bothers the absolute hell out of me.
I should have picked up on that.
No, it's fine, man. It kills me. It absolutely kills me because it's such a. I'm not gonna get on a tangent on this, but it's such a westernization, bastardization of the Spanish language that it's downright insulting.
See, I didn't pick up on that.
No, you're good. You're good.
Stop saying that. I didn't pick up on it. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah. It's a bastardization of the Spanish language. And if you ask most Latinos and Latinas, they will either not acknowledge it, not know it exists, Latinx or whatever that is, or they will say, yeah, we don't use that. We refuse to use it.
Who came up with that and why then?
It's something that popped up in pop culture over the last few years. It's mostly coming from the progressives, that they're trying to make it inclusive for everybody. But the problem with that is we aren't embracing it, period. There's been studies that have shown we don't either know it or we don't embrace it at all, and we don't accept it at all. And it's become almost downright insulting. And I got curious, so I looked at the guy's profile, the writer of this, and I'm like, oh yeah, this makes sense.
What was his profile?
He's admittingly, he is Mexican. He is, but I'm not going to get into anything else involving that. But it just made sense the minute I saw the profile. I was like, okay, yeah, this makes total sense. So overall, man, yeah, I mean, I know if I gave this to somebody that was probably like somebody who's really young, they'd probably dig it, but this is just not for me at all.
I like Tasty Melon's comment at 8:54, Gio. That's what I was laughing at.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. Well, Lou, I apologize. This I think shows a lack of knowledge of culture on my part. I obviously see things differently than a person of Hispanic background and culture. And so this was just my reading it, thinking it was fun. I had not picked up on any of the stuff that you said was just like flat out made up words and stuff that you and I know that you couldn't say. I'm not saying you as a representative of the people, but I was not aware of any of the issues that you brought up. So that's a fair criticism, because this is supposed to appeal to Latino.
You say Latin.
Latin culture.
Yeah,
I don't even know the word. What do I know, man? I thought it would appeal to it was their appeal to a Latin culture, and so I thought it was an interesting reach out, and it turned out to be more of a reach around.
Yeah, it's Raphael. Yes, he is the writer of this. Is Mexican.
Well, I'm gonna make up for it, dude. I'm gonna recommend something to you that it's awesome and will not be pandering like this pick obviously was. I apologize.
It's all good, buddy. The chat is lit up, though. I'll say that.
Roberto using pendejo. Nice.
Nice. Cursing in Spanish is so much fun.
Yeah,
Thank you.
can you use that in a sentence for me in Spanish? Like, how would I call somebody that? Tu es en el la pendejo type thing? That's me trying to speak Netherlands Dutch again. How would I say it? Come on, throw me a bone.
Tu eres un pendejo.
Say it again. Slow down. What do you think? I'm Brainiac? What?
Tu
eres
un pendejo.
Tu eres un pendejo.
There you go, Jazz.
Beautiful.
And how do I say for recommending this book? I am a pendejo.
That's Gio. Gio's Spanish is way better than mine.
Yo soy I am a pendejo.
You would use un.
Un? Yo
Yeah.
soy?
Un.
Un soy.
No.
Say it.
Wait, hold on. Give me a second. Hold on. I'll be
You're
right back. I'll be right
Googling
back.
it? You're from Puerto Rico.
No, hold on. I'll be right back. I gotta check something out. Be right back.
What the hell?
So yeah, just overall, it's a whiff for me from dialogue to the art. I just
Got it.
Yeah,
I get it. That's on me. I culturally overstepped my bounds.
What about Mom?
Oh, Raphael's right. Light Brigade is a book I would recommend you reading.
You recommended to me Spider-Man Life Story, and I still have not sat down and read it yet. Yeah.
That has to be the next book. You haven't read Spider-Man Life Story?
I have not read Spider-Man Life Story.
Oh my god, dude, you're gonna rave and rant and just have such a great party with that book.
I know.
No, and he only uses Latinx once when he's talking to Miles for some reason. No. Okay. Yeah. Spider-Man Life Story is what you should read next. Brilliant. Okay, I rest assured that that's a good recommendation for you. This will make up for this. What were you going to say, Gio?
I have no idea what we were talking about.
I'm trying to tell everybody I am a pendejo, and you're dragging this out. I wanted it to be over with 5 minutes ago.
You would say, yo soy un pendejo.
Yo soy un pendejo.
Yes.
All right.
You're not, but for the context of what we're doing, yeah.
I'm not overhyping it, Rick. It's great. It was one of my books of the year. And from now on, I dub thee Ricky Ray because it sounds better. Change your name, please, to Ricky Ray.
Peter calls Miles an Afro Latinx. Ugh. Cool. Guys, stop. Nobody uses that. I know you were all talking about it, but
we were kidding. Yeah, we were totally kidding.
Nobody uses that.
Okay, well, I recommend I read Mom. So no, you don't have to highlight me either.
Damn it. Okay.
Well, the art is actually awesome, so I'll accept that so I can show the art.
I'm gonna grab some pictures online. Keep talking.
Oh, all right. You're gonna grab pictures from this?
Because there are a couple articles that share like previews and stuff. Like images.
Okay. This is written by Amelia Clark, who starred as that chick with the dragons in that show, and the woman that couldn't be trusted in the Solo movie, and maybe other stuff. Let me just say, at first I was pissed. I'm like, who the hell is Amelia Clark, and why did she think she can write a comic book? Well, first of all, she's writing it with Marguerite Bennett. So
Mhm.
she's writing it with a bona fide comic book writer. And I'm going to take it back. I think it's great that Amelia Clark wrote a comic book, because any person outside the comic industry whose name is not Henry Abrams that that writes a book or tries to write a book, and it will bring attention to the comic book community as a whole. So I give Amelia Clark an A for effort, for wanting to tell a story, and for possibly bringing other people into it who may not have been interested in it before. That said, when Lou talks about beating you over the head with something,
Mhm.
he's talking about the feminism angle in this book. Don't judge me yet. I am as pro-feminist as you can get. I married a strong woman. I have a strong woman as a daughter. I love strong female protagonists in comic books, and they can be all dressed in a business suit like Maria Hill. I don't need them scantily clad. I love strong female protagonists. But first of all, the art in this is really remarkable. The concept is that a woman gets her superpower. She's exposed to something. I can't remember what it was. I can't remember now what it was she was exposed to, but she gets her superpowers show up during her menstrual period. And she tries to get them under control so she can use them when it's not that time of the month. So she does go through a bit of a trial period where she goes trying meditating to try and use that power set throughout the month. But she's strongest during her period with these powers. We all know it's hard being a woman. We know it's hard being a single parent that's a woman. This book beats you over the head with, and God bless feminists. I no problem. I married a feminist. I have a daughter that's a feminist. I'm a feminist. But this thing doesn't stop for 89,000 pages beating you over the head how hard it is being a woman and being a feminist. Yeah, I get it. I'm okay with it. I'm fine with it. I wanted to read the book because of it. But I don't need the feminism thing smack between my eyes through every part of the book. It was a turnoff for me, not as a man, but as a comic book reader that didn't dig repetitive things in the book. And the fact that a woman is the ultimate evil bad person and wants to at the top and wants to siphon out mom's ability so she can market it and make everybody perfect and like her, and wants to get her power set secured. That was trite. I mean, this was just really trite. Marguerite Bennett, famous feminist. Amelia Clark, apparent feminist. I get it. I'm with you. I get it. I don't need to have that in every panel. I just got tired of it after a while. I'm like, and it's not an uninteresting concept. And the art is, I say the art is really good, and I dug it. There comes a point when you have to trust the reader to get your point. If you keep having to reiterate the same point throughout a comic, that's not capable comic writing. I think that's not trusting your reader to be intelligent enough to get the message. It could have been set up there is a funny part where her boyfriend breaks the fourth wall at the very end because it's a fourth wall breaking comic book. It does have humor in it that's funny. But if you don't trust the reader, you haven't if you have to reiterate things all throughout the book, you haven't done your job. You don't think you've done your job well enough to trust the reader. So it's not insulting to me the way that Reptil was insulting to Lou, but this could have been an interesting idea in more capable writing hands. I love Marguerite Bennett. There's lots of her books that I love. Animosity, Insects. There's tons of books of hers that I like. But this was a big whiff of the message being pounded through my head so much that I lost track of what the overall idea was, even, and that is that a strong, capable woman can function in today's society as a single mom, and even if she gets powers during her menstrual cycle, she can work to inspire people. That was the idea. Mom was going to inspire people. I'm interested if I just have. I'm interested if this is a male reaction and I'm overreacting, or if a woman reads this who knows comic books and would think the same as I do. Because I think there's a germ of an idea here that's interesting, that I think could have been written better if they just set up the idea and then went with the adventure without pummeling me with the message throughout. Well, no, they're not like kill all men. No, she falls in love with the guy and stuff. So I told you, please change your name to Ricky Ray.
How many issues does that series have?
They left it open to continue. Let's see. It is 1 through 3. 1 through 3.
Only 3 issues. Interesting.
But it's a thick book. I mean, for 3 issues, those are pretty big issues.
Yeah.
How much of that missed opportunity is Amelia Clark, and do we just pass that off as being her first comic writing experience? I'd say yes to that, but she was writing it with Marguerite Bennett, who's been a solid writer for at least the past 6 years, 5, 6, 7 years.
And I think that might be the more disappointing part of this, is that Marguerite Bennett should have been able to probably rein that back in a little bit, because she does have that experience. So it kind of makes me wonder, how much was Marguerite Bennett, how much was Amelia Clark, in terms of who wrote what and the overall storytelling of it.
Yeah, and feminism is a theme in some of Marguerite Bennett's books, and I think that's great. I am not trying to pander or anything to strong women. I'm surrounded by them. If I had 3 more daughters, they'd be just as strong as the first one. But I don't know. It'd be like if something was about gay rights or something in the beginning of a book, and you would say, okay, fine, I'm for gay rights. I don't care, whatever. People should be treated equal. And then it was nothing but equal treatment for them throughout the book. Whatever it is, if it's about kryptonite infecting Spider-Man through some weird no, I'm not getting there. It'd be like if Batman just his whole thing is that he lost his parents. I'm not coming up with a good analogy, but
It's all good, man.
Gabriel says I'm repeating myself. I might be, yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't read like a Bennett book, though, says Alex. What do you think of that?
I've read a lot of her stuff, and I haven't found that she has a pattern that I've been able to detect so much so that this veered way off it. To me, I would say you can see Marguerite Bennett throughout this because it is plotted out well. I mean, it is paced well. The dialogue, when it's just regular dialogue, and some of the surprises that are thrown in are very professional. So I think she wrote a lot of it because it's not incoherent. It is cohesive. The story flows. It makes sense. It does an interesting job of creating compelling characters, but not doing anything with them specifically. So I think maybe I don't know what their mechanism was, the way they both wrote it. If Amelia Clark sent roughs in her writing and Marguerite Bennett tightened everything up. I actually don't know, but yeah, I would think it was the other way around. I think Amelia might have been the writer and Marguerite was the editor that actually wrote a lot of the book. I don't know. I don't know.
Could be. I mean, we've seen in the past examples of celebrities make the transition from whatever profession they do into comics, and they do a great job. Gerard Way, most famously, created Umbrella Academy, but also Gerard Way, he's loved comics for all his life. He went to an art school to learn how to make comics before he was in My Chemical Romance. So he's got the chops for it, and it shows in his writing. So I kind of have to wonder if this is, again, I don't want to sound like I'm questioning Amelia Clark or anything, but I kind of have to wonder if this is a situation where it's kind of like a Henry Abrams, where it's, yeah, I enjoy comics or whatever. Yeah, sure, I'll take a crack at it and write it and give it a go. But they've never really delved deep into comics and into structure, into how to lay out a story and how to properly write it and how to pace things.
Well, see, that's where I think Marguerite Bennett was in this a lot, because the pacing was there and the dialogue, it was very coherent, as opposed to the Henry Abrams book, which made no sense and was all over the place and never really had direction. This book has a direction, and my real issue with it is that it just pounded the idea of, well, it had an agenda and it wouldn't let up on it.
Okay. Yeah.
It's fine with me if you have an agenda. That's what great books have an agenda, and I'm all for it. I am peace and love, man. Everybody, I just want to be, I just want to be left alone, and I'll leave you alone, as opposed to I'll be nice to you. The way I'll be nice to you is I'll leave you alone. You don't have to engage with me at all. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to know where Amelia Clark started and Marguerite Bennett ended. Mm-hmm. It was disappointing, but part of me feels like Amelia Clark's name worked against her here.
Yeah, I could see that.
with less hype, with like a pen name and less hype, and more time spent with Marguerite Bennett, maybe. I think this could have been a better book, but I think a lot of people probably made up their minds ahead of time that they're not reading a feminist book by Amelia Clark, no matter what.
Yeah.
Or that who the hell is Amelia Clark to write a comic book? But I don't hold that. That's not anything that yeah, it did get well. And see, that's the part I like, is that she's out talking about comic books, which I think is great. She's trying to bring people into comic books, which is great.
Yeah.
I'll give it another try if she writes another book. I don't think I'll buy it. I'll rent it first. But I don't know. Out of 5 stars, I'll give it 2.8.
So, do you think there is potential there for her to improve? That there is room. It's not a Henry Abrams situation where it's abandon ship, all you, all you who are on here.
I think so. If she listens, but well, that's a good point too from Alex Gomez.
Same.
It's completely different from that Henry Abrams book, as you said, because I was interested in the character. They put her in an interesting situation at work with interesting friends. They worked in a couple of evil people that you don't know they're evil till later. This woman at the top thing, all these corporate criminals at the top thing is just kind of I don't know. I think that one of the things that could have helped if they had humanized the woman at the top a little more. One thing I find with corporate executives at the top, men or women, is that people make them so evil right from the start that they're not believable.
Yeah.
I believe in that corporations, people at the top have done bad things, but I feel like the people up at the top are more layered than these stereotypical I want to rule the world type corporate executives. It wasn't really a nuanced. I don't know. I think I'm having a problem with corporate executives. I'm not saying anything about capitalism or anything, but I'm just saying that corporate executives have become a trope now for evil. And they need to be just a sec, Gio. Oh, okay, Lou. Let me tell you something, Gio, please, in the private chat.
Just burn it, Jess.
Please.
Gotcha.
I'll explain later.
Understood.
Thank you, buddy. So I don't know. If she comes out with another book with another writer, I will give it a chance. But sure, Alex. I got nothing against her. But one thing about these corporate executives, now that I think about it, that's a trope that's starting to bug me, is that they're all Luthor. They're all Lex Luthor.
Mm-hmm.
They're all the Kingpin. Give me a more layered, interesting, multifaceted corporate head that's evil.
Well, I mean, it's so easy to kind of just make a villain a boo-ha-ha evil character instead of layering them and giving them context. I think one of the reasons why, for me, Killmonger is the best MCU villain is because, to a certain extent, Killmonger is right.
Right.
He has a valid point to everything he says. He's an extremist and he takes it too far in that movie. But at the same time, he's not necessarily wrong to everything that he's saying.
And that's why I think of Thanos, everybody, Ultron, Killmonger is the scariest MCU villain.
Yeah.
Because he's the most realistic.
Yeah. All right, guys, I got to go.
Okay.
All right. Take care, buddy.
All right. Have a good night, everybody. Good chat.
Good night.
Take it easy, dude. Okay, let's do previews.
All right. So out of all of that comes a much more lighthearted segment where we highlight previews. Give me a second here. This is going to go by real quick because it's a pretty light week from the looks of it.
Oh, next week, guys, is a killer week.
So brace yourselves.
Yeah,
Still some
brace
really cool
yourself for
stuff.
next week. Next week is not Omnigeddon, but it's oversized hardcover Geddon.
Ooh, that's the best one. Yeah, Lunar. Okay, so DC, we're getting the annotated Sandman hardcover volume 1 again, but this is the reprint, the 2022 edition.
Wow, Sandman, is that a new DC comic?
Sandman. Has it been published in every single format yet?
I wonder what's been more.
Obviously, singles.
What's been in? Is it Watchmen or Sandman? I wonder that's put out in more formats.
Because Sandman has singles, trades, box sets, oversized hardcovers, absolutes, omnis, annotated.
Wait, Omni for Watchmen?
No. No, I'm going for Sandman here.
Whoa.
Naming Sandman.
Sorry.
So that's 7 editions. Yeah, I think Watchmen has more because Watchmen has like the noir and the box sets with the single issues in hardcover. I don't know. They're neck and neck.
Yeah. Somebody out there figure it out for us and get back to us.
Yes, please.
But
thank you.
But be prepared to show your work.
Yeah. List them all in the chatters.
Yeah.
All
Source
of this.
it, though.
I don't care about any of this. Single issues. Here we go. Speaking of Watchmen, Death, the deluxe edition.
What a pretty cover.
Oversized hardcover. So it'll match the one I showed earlier here, the new ones.
Oh,
this
nice.
is the reprinted 2022 edition. So I will probably be getting it tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be at a discount. So that's great because of in-stock trades.
InStockTrades.com.
We're also getting Mr. Miracle, the Source of Freedom.
Oh, yeah. What is this?
It's a spinoff from Future State. That's why we don't recognize it.
Okay.
Containing Mr. Miracle, the Source of Freedom 1 through 6.
Okay.
So
Got it.
Standard
Okay.
hardcover.
I don't know if I would like it or not, to be honest. I don't know anything yet about DC.
This isn't a collected edition, but I just want to point out that the One Star Squadron series that we talked about last week, it has 2 more issues left. So here's
and that's
issue
Mark
5.
Russell. Yeah.
I
should start reading that on the DC app. I think
we are also getting Robin trade paperback volume 1, the Lazarus Tournament.
That's where Robin's face comes from on this figure.
Yes, exactly.
Look at that.
Yep. Let me highlight you real quick here. There we go.
And let's see that picture. Looks pretty similar.
Yeah. Pretty moody Damien right there. This contains 1 through 6 and a special prelude story from Batman 106 and Detective Comics 1034. Cool.
Well, once I catch up, maybe I'll get that.
The other thing coming out from DC is Shazam to Hell and Back from Tim Sheridan. This is the 4-issue series.
Does he go to hell?
Billy Batson came to the Titans Academy looking for answers. Why was the rest of his family cut off from the power of Shazam? And why are his own powers becoming increasingly unreliable? The answer sends Billy on an outrageous adventure to hell to retrieve the missing Rock of Eternity.
Oh, wow.
Cool.
Alex Gomez says that Robin series is solid.
Nice.
And I think they just started Future State. Oh, no. Infinite Frontiers was they just started. Future State just ended, I believe.
If you don't have the hardcover for Suicide Squad Bad Blood and you want to get the trade, now's your shot.
Good.
From
Everybody
Tom
needs
Taylor.
to own this. It's great.
Yep. And I think that is that. Yes, for DC.
World
Let's
of
do the other
Krypton.
publishers.
That's a cool cover.
Sorry.
What? Where are we?
My bad. I tried pasting the link and I didn't copy it properly. Dark Horse. Let me switch on over here. Dark Horse has EC Archives Gunfighter hardcover volume 1. IDW has Transformers IDW collection phase 3 hardcover volume 2. That is a mouthful.
And I don't know how these are selling, but I have a feeling these sell really well. So do you know, Geode, are these immediate sellouts?
They're gonna be, because they're losing the license at the end of the year.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. Something was telling me if you want these Transformers books, you should really get them on the first day.
I'm against FOMOing people, but in this case, it's real.
Yeah.
The license, they're going to lose it, so these books are not going to be reprinted anytime soon. So if you want it and you have the money for it, get it as soon as you can.
Well, IST will definitely have it on a discount, probably 30%.
Mm-hmm. Marvel Avengers Tech On trade paperback. Kazar. Is it Kazar?
Kazar. That's how I've always said it.
Lord Savage Land. That's a cool looking cover with a dino. Love it. Oh my gosh. Mighty Marvel Masterworks Thor Volume 2. Oh my god.
You get to say it twice.
The DM cover.
Oh. Moon Knight Legacy has been pushed to next week.
Yeah, this got delayed. Sorry.
Oh, you already knew that? Here, I thought I had some news.
I read about it either on Discord or somewhere on the Facebook group. I don't know.
All right.
But this has been delayed. Mighty Marvel Masterworks. Jesus. Thor for kids. Okay. That's going to be so exciting. Secret Invasion, Meet the Skrulls. I actually really want to read this because I love the Skrulls.
Yeah, you do. Huh?
Thor. Speaking of Skrull, I can't talk. Speaking of Skrulls, Amelia Clark is in the Secret Invasion series for Disney Plus.
Oh.
So we don't know who she's playing. For the longest time, people have been rumoring she's going to play the Queen of the Skrulls, which I think would be awesome, but I don't think it's going to happen. But we'll see. Thor Epic Collection, God of Thunder, new printing, as well as Thor Epic Collection, War of Gods, and Venom by Al Ewing and Ram V, trade paperback, volume 1.
Wow, that's a powerhouse writing team.
Yeah. The other section has a bunch of books and manga. We covered manga on the last stream, so if you want to check that out, all the stuff that is coming out this month. So I'll just go by this real quick. Oni Press has a quick and easy guide to asexuality, volume 1. Harper Alley, Arlo and Pips, volume 3. Manga. Graphics has Black Panther, Shuri, and T'Challa into Heartlands graphic novel. This one's for the kiddos. Renegade Arts has Bogart Creek Volume 3. Mad Cave Studios, Bountiful Garden. Looks kind of creepy. Andrew, Breaking Cat News, Behind the Scenes with Bert. First Second has Button Pusher.
That's what Omar is.
A button pusher? Yeah.
Totally.
Behemoth Comics has Cinnamon. I don't know what this is, but I love the art of this cat who's a biker gang leader. Cinnamon is just your perfectly ordinary average house cat, at least until we get a glimpse of the world through her eyes. Countertops become skyscrapers, cat toys become biker gangs, and perilous giant robots rampage on the daily. Get drop kicked into the action packed streets of Big Kitchen City as she fights the dark forces that dare to keep her from her favorite treat, catnip. This looks awesome. I want to check it out. Looks a lot of fun. A Blaze. I think this is a manhwa. Crueler Than Dead. Yeah. Diablo House from Clover Press. Abrams Comic Arts. Eightfold Path.
Abrams Comic Arts.
Yeah.
Does he have his own imprint?
I've never heard of this before. The hell is this? Probably not, but worth checking out. Publishes groundbreaking novels, graphic novels, illustrated books about creators and the history of comics.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Good for you, buddy.
Yeah.
Extincts, Quest for Unicorn Horn. Idun? I don't know how to say that.
Yeah.
Chronicles. Ghost Ship, that's manga. Viz, that's manga. Ablaze, Jurassic Diaries, that's cute. More manga. Margaret Ferguson has Little Monarchs. Paper Cuts has Loud House, Volume 15. Behemoth has, I believe this is supposed to be pronounced Motherfuckers.
Okay, if you want to just go ahead and say it.
Yeah, I mean, we're past the 30 second. We're past the 30 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
So we're good. Yeah. No, more manga. Oh My Gods 2, Forgotten Maze, as well as the hardcover.
Don't try and slip in manga on me, dude.
Sorry. A Wave Blue World is doing Poser, trade paperback.
Oh, there's Sort of Super.
There's Sort of Super, which you talked about.
So good.
Yeah, from Aladdin Books. You can get it graphic, softcover or hardcover. Are you getting that?
I already got it.
Oh, you already? Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't think it was going to be. I didn't know who would be carrying it, so I ordered it from the Jeff Bezos company.
Ah, that guy. Yeah.
While he's sitting atop his empire, plotting with a martini, the ultimate ownership of the world,
and flying to space on his weird rocket,
and having them, they have to take apart a bridge to get his yacht out.
Yeah. Sorry.
Wait, what was I saying? Oh, anyway, I'm super excited to read and review that book. Son of Super awesome. Looks so great. The art is fantastic.
Harper Alley has Swan Lake Quest for the Kingdoms, and Clarion Books /Etch has Took a Ghost Story. I think that's going to be creepy because it has a kid in it.
Looks like Chucky almost.
No, thank you. Hey, some boobs right here. Manga. Valiant Comics has Exo Man of War, the 2020 series, Volume 2, and trade paperback. And we ended off with Zombie Tramp, Volume 23. That's still ongoing.
Zombie Tramp.
Yep.
A lot of people liking Mythicus in the chat. Or as you pronounced it, a motherfuckers.
Mother effers.
Mother effers, yeah. That's true, Gerard. Same with me. I'm so pleased. And I can go get some money, but he can't go get some hair. I can't go get $25 billion or whatever it is, or $100 billion.
Look at the cover for Cinnamon.
Yeah. Oh, that is cool.
People are saying in the chat that's a Kristen book for sure.
I forgot to tell Lou that there's a Daniel Warren Johnson contribution to Superman Red and Blue. I know how much he likes Daniel Warren Johnson.
Yeah.
That absolutely broke my heart and made me cry. It was so wonderfully done.
Oh,
That
speaking
guy-
of, what do you think of?
Sorry?
Sorry, my bad. I was going to ask, what do you think about the new series that's coming out?
What is the new series?
The Superman Space Age, Mark Russell and Mike Allred.
Oh, that's exciting sounding.
Let's see if I can find
Yeah.
a little preview for it. Just
That's
for the
great.
audience.
Yeah, let's show people that.
Superman Space Age. Okay. Yeah, I can show this. I don't know what this website is, but I assume it's safe.
www.darkweb.com.
Dark web. Here we go.
Oh man, look at that.
Okay.
Superman Space Age.
Prestige series coming out July 26th.
Oh, I wonder if it's going to be in that big paperback format like Birds of Prey was.
DC Comics has announced the 3-issue Prestige format will launch July 26th with an 80-page opening issue. The series will explore a world where Earth will come to an end and there is nothing Superman can do about it. The series promises fans an unforgettable journey through U.S. history and culture. Cool. Okay. Definitely check it out. That's a great cover right there, though.
Look at that picture of Superman with the Earth in his hand.
Yeah.
Is that the cover?
Mm-hmm. That's the main cover.
Oh my gosh. Look at that. Wow. I just can't. I don't have enough words to say how much I love Mike Allred. That's just brilliant.
That's gonna be great. I hope they put it out in the Black Label style book thing. Like,
yeah. That's what makes me think they will.
Yeah.
That's what they did with Harley and the Birds of Prey.
Mm-hmm.
They were all really tall things, magazine size. Yeah. And they were like Life magazine size, or boy, that dates me. Big, huge magazine design like Rolling Stone used to be. That dates me. And then they collected in the hardcover, which is super deluxe.
Yeah. Mike Allred drawing Superman is a match made in heaven. Yeah, I'm so excited to see him draw Superman. That's awesome.
Well, you need to go watch my review of Madman Volume 2 because Madman Superman Hullabaloo is part of my review in there. Madman Volume 2, overview and review, Omnidog's Vault Library. Thank you.
That rhymed perfectly. I loved it.
Yes.
Speaking of rhyming and books,
InStockTrades.com is the place to go if you want to get your comics at a super great deal. Some books are already marked down to 65% off.
Yeah.
I myself got Ultimate Spider-Man Omnibus Volume 1 for 50% off in their spring sale. At the end of every month. Oh, I'm sorry. And loyalty discounts add 2% to that. At the end of every month, we give a gift card away courtesy of InStockTrades.com.
Mm-hmm.
And $50 or more gets you free shipping in the United States. Fabulous customer service, fabulous packaging. That's InStockTrades.com. I actually got to get going, Gio.
Love it. Okay. Well, that's about it, gang. That's all we got. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you to the chat. You guys are great. Thank you to the sponsor. Thank you to all of us for being here and giving a show out and all that stuff.
Omnidogs Vault on YouTube, Omnidogs_Vault on Instagram, Omnidogs_Vault on Instagram.
There you go. We'll be back Wednesday, and we're finally going to talk about Moon Knight and all that stuff. And then Thursday, whatever it is we're doing on Thursday. Stay safe. God bless. Catch you guys on the next one. Gotta go. It's late. And broadcast.